Hello everyone and welcome back to Keepsakes by Patty Cakes. This is Patty and today I'm just playing around with some distress inks to make some backgrounds. I already filmed this one, so I'll show you what I've done and then I can show you how I did them. I only have one distress oxide and the rest are distress inks. So I do need to get some more of those because I love the effects of the oxide. These are some of the ones that I've done. And they're very easy to do. And disclaimer, I'm going to need you to use my heat tool. So you might want to turn your volume down when I do that part. So let's go ahead and get started. I have watercolor paper here, and I also have some cardstock that we'll try it on, which I haven't tried yet. So I just wanted to let you know that if you have one of these glass mats, you don't want to put your inks on the glass because the water disperses too much. You want to do it on this part of your mat or on a craft mat, something like that. So what I'm going to do is I'll just show you how I did this one here with a stamp. And if you have minis, these really come in handy. I'm going to do, well, I haven't done these colors yet, so I'm going to try carved pumpkin, rusty hinge, and maybe candied apple and see how they come out. So all you have to do is press down some of your ink on your pad. Maybe we'll throw in some of the abandoned coral as well. And when I filmed it the first time, oh, I wasn't supposed to do that yet, but excuse me. We won't do this one yet. The other day was the first time I've ever used these like this. So what you want to do is spray some water on here. And then all you do is dip your paper in it. Okay. And get the other side. And lift up. And what you see is more or less what you get if you have drips and you want to move them. Like this one here. You just want to let it roll off. And I'm just going to take a paper towel, and to get the off the edges, all you have to do is lean it up against there. So we'll just leave it like that and then dry it. And once you dry it, you can do layer after layer of different colors. I'm putting my heat setting on low to start because I don't want it to blow the ink, because this is a more or less an embossing heat gun. I don't have Ranger's other heat gun for the inks. gonna go on high now since it's about dry. You can see it is blowing the ink there, but it's not moving it much. I'm just gonna take the paper towel and pull those up. And as you can see, right here, it lifts the ink. So if you don't want it to lift that and want it to stay the color it was, don't take it off. There we go. And that's what we have. Okay. Now on this one, I've never used the cardstock yet. So what I'm going to do is take those same colors and I'm going to put them on the stamp. Okay. And you can see where you put the colors. You really don't want to mix your ink pads. So just stay, you know, on the part that you want to, that you haven't inked rather. Okay, I don't know what colors I've used now. Probably just use this one. They look the same. Oops. Let's try abandoned coral. Yeah, I don't know what it'll look like, but sometimes mistakes are fun mistakes. Excuse me. So what you're going to do is take your water, okay, and you want to spray your stamp. You can spray your paper too if you'd like. It makes it move more. And I'm just going to set it on there upside down, I guess. I don't know which way is right way up. I'm going to lift it. Oops. I think I did too much water on that one. There we go. That one's better. So it's just more or less just playing with your inks and seeing what happens, really. But on the watercolor paper, I don't know. I don't think it would have done that. So what I'm going to do is take the heat gun and dry this one. And now the leftovers that I have here, you can see that there's nothing in the middle there, so I'll just add some more. Could have added another color, and I'm just going to spray that. And then the parts that we didn't dip here, I'm going to dip in and see what happens. That side, and over here. And over here, and that's what we get. So I'm just going to set that one to the side to dry, and I'll show you that same technique on watercolor. So here we go. I'm not going to spray the paper this time neither. I'm just going to put the ink on. Right. I saw somebody do this on a video, but I cannot for the life of me think of who it was. Okay. And then again, we're going to take our water and spray onto our stamp. Okay, and put it down. There we go. That one worked out better. And then if we want, we can stamp a double over here and get some more. And I'm just gonna wipe my stamp off. And we'll go ahead and dry this off. And then I'm going to show you if you don't want all this white, you can take your blending brush or whatever you use. Say I wanted more of the candied apple on it. Okay. So I'm just gonna come in here, fill some of that in. Okay. And some of the carved pumpkin. Say we want a little bit in here. Like that. Take some of the rusty hinge. Say we want some in here too. Okay, then all I did on the other one, instead of it, you know, being clumped here, or you can tell that you've used your distress or your little blending brush, then we're just going to spray it. And then it blends it in a little better. And you have color everywhere. So I'm just going to give that a little dry. You'll see your paper curl up like that because it's wet, and then it'll go back down, which is kind of neat to see. Okay, so we have that one done. Another thing that you can do, if you don't want to dip it in the water, is we'll just take our picked raspberry. This is not watercolor paper, so I'm not sure how this is going to work out. You see all my bad blending there. Okay. I'm going to put it on pretty dark. And then I'm going to take peacock feathers. I don't have it on quite right. And then all you do after you put it down is, again, spray it. Instead of dipping it in, you'll see what happens on this one. Maybe. It's not quite doing it as well on this paper, as you can see. It's not like flowing as it does on the watercolor paper. So I'll show you the difference. Excuse me. This is on watercolor. You see the difference? So I know that doesn't work. So I'm just going to set this one aside. And I think I have one more sheet of the watercolor. And maybe we'll just do some. You know, I want to show you what the oxide looks like, how it works. And this time, I'm just going to use this to put it on. We'll try that. Okay. And then use the blending tool on the other side. I'm using Mowed Lawn. Maybe we'll use a little bit of this on the edge. There we go. And we'll see the difference on the watercolor paper. We'll see how it's blending. Got a lot of movement in that one. So I'll let that go off the side. More. And they'd probably come out really cool too if you just let them air dry. I'm just doing the heat gun for the sake of the video. I'm gonna dry it again. So now you can see the difference that the oxide makes. Now what I want to try to do is just try to put a couple drops. See if I can get it to do it. Oh, nope. I need to get me one of Ranger's spray bottles. But you can see where the water hit here. So yeah, this is just all from playing around with it and seeing what you can create. So we've done that one, and this one, and this one, and the one that didn't come out too great on the cardstock, but we can still use it. Can always punch stuff out, you know, for the background. And then this one that didn't work. You can still cut things out, die cuts or whatever, to have the colors. So that was my little play for today, and I didn't get to ask how you all were doing. I hope you are doing okay. And I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.